Hi people, how you doing? Welcome to a workout, yeah? Look at this, can you see it? Big lump there. Unbelievable, that, isn't it? It's a bursa. I ain't got it on that side, got it on that side. Look at it, it's getting worse. Burp, burp. Big floppy piece of skin there. Telling you, there's not to get off for people, there's not to get off for, but it just seems like Rob-Botics is always wrecked, yeah? But it's not just training, it's my job. I've got a very physical job, yeah? And I'm always falling off ladders and stuff and cracking my elbow on trees and ladders and you name it, I'm doing it, yeah. But never mind, it won't stop me training. I just thought I'd point it out just in case you spotted it and thought, what's going on with elbow? It's a bursa, yeah. Not very nice, not very pleasant. Hurts. I'm strapping it up every day, putting ice on it, but it ain't going. Apparently that's blood, that sack there, that's blood in it. I just need to get rid of it. So, on goes the compression band, yeah, just to add a bit of compression to it. Right, so, today's training. I'm going to do some killer 20 training, but not to time. I'm just going to do the exercises correctly, yeah, and I'm going to build up until I can do the killer 20, everything correct, yeah. But first, I'm doing weighted super strength builder and power springs. I've got enough to choose from, got quite a few, and I'm going to use this today as well, this little hydraulic thingy. Yeah, I like this, quite sturdy little piece of kit, made by Pro Iron. I got it because of a review, somebody reviewed it, can't remember his name, he's a good character, he reviews bull workers and he also fixes them and puts little fancy stickers on them and stuff. But he reviewed one of these and I thought, I'm going to get that, it's what a good review. So I've got it and I like it, right? So I'm chalked up, that's drying. I'm going to, I've got this on, got no excuse, I'm going to get going. Right, so we're going to start with Super Strength Builder. This is an old piece of kit from Joe Wader. I bought this in, well I didn't buy it, my brother bought it from a catalogue. White Aravan used to deliver it. And yeah, can't remember, they turned into K's in end. But yeah, we bought this back in late 70s, early 80s. And I loved it, me. So first exercise, off we go. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and a little hold, a little squeeze, yep. Now I've got this piece of kit, hydraulic, so you can turn it up and make it harder, yeah. Now the only thing with this, it doesn't return, so you squeeze it but it doesn't offer any return. That's the only thing I don't like about it, but I'm going to recreate that exercise with this. So we're on level 5. 1, 2, 3. Now if you pull it all the way out, you get more for your money. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's not bad, that. Not bad at all. What it does is, because it's hydraulic, it gives you a lot of time under tension. Whereas because this is springs, it's quicker. Next exercise, instead of having it that way, it's that way, yeah. Off we go. Seven, 8, 9, 10, and we'll replicate that with this. So instead of this way, it's now this way. 10 of them. Right, next exercise. You can only do this exercise with this super strength builder because you can pull this other side, this is what I like about this piece of kit. It's so versatile. If you haven't got a chest expander, you've got this. So you can do the pulling motion. So we have left arm, tense your tricep, push down, right arm, pull up to the shoulder. So it's a little bit like an upright row, but keep this tense so that you're working that as well, forearm and grip. So basically pull up. Swap, so tense this, hold this, ten. When you use this, sometimes these can cross over because of this. Don't let that happen. Keep it straight and let the legs touch, but don't let them cross because it can break this mechanism here. So again, you can only do this exercise on weighted super strength builder. You'll notice that I've gone to just one spring on each side because it is a difficult exercise. So you basically have your arm out and you pull as far as you can. And straight away you realise that if you imagine the chest expander exercise, yeah, what goes to there, very similar, yeah, brings a lot of inner back and a lot of rear delts into play, yeah, as well as your forearms. So this next exercise now, we're just turning the apparatus around, so it's upwards that way and it's the same thing. So you have your arms there and pull that way. Nine, one more. 10. That's a brilliant exercise, yeah. You imagine the old dumbbells, lateral raises, that's a very similar exercise to lateral raises, yeah. So this piece of kit, you can take it away with you and you can quite comfortably train biceps, triceps, chest, shoulders and back. Right, so this next exercise, you hold the apparatus below you and you have your hands, well, just hold it like that and then let it turn like that, and that's the correct way to hold it, yeah. So your hands are kind of upside down. You get it near your groin and you're squeezing in. Tense your abs. Nine, 10. Now, on this piece of kit, you can replicate that exercise as well. I'll just turn it down because it's an hard exercise. So turn it down to 3. Yeah, and off we go. So it's upside down. Push in. That's too easy. 1, put it to 4. 2, too easy. I love this piece of kit, it really is good. For my money, it starts off a little bit wide. I think it should be just a tiny bit narrow. But that's only because of injured shoulders. I don't like to start from a really wide place because it kind of hurts. Next exercise, hold the machine above your head and squeeze. It's a shoulder exercise. Let's see if we can replicate that with this piece of kit. Now straight away it's a lot wider, so I'm going to make it easier. A lot easier. Yeah. Start there, squeeze. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Very good. That's very good, yeah. Get a really good burn right inside your shoulders, yeah. Especially from the Pro Iron. This, I've just mentioned earlier on in video, it's an hydraulic machine. And the harder you push, the slower it goes. The hydraulics kind of kick in, so you're just constantly fighting them. And it does make for a good workout. It makes for a lot of time under tension between each set. Right, this is one of my favourite exercises. So we hold the weight of super strength builder behind the head and we crush it behind the head. There. 9, 10. I like that. Love that exercise. If you want for this damage, I'd love it even more. But it's kind of a cross between a shoulder exercise, a rear, back and lats. It does quite a bit of all of it. So I believe you can replicate that with this as well. Let's give it a go. Hold it behind your head and squeeze you down. Too easy. Don't want it too easy, do I? But I don't want it too hard. The thing is, when you're training at home, people, yeah, a lot of people out there might not agree with us, but that doesn't matter because I'm training for myself. When I train at home, yeah, long gone are those days when I used to train to absolute failure, yeah, because I'm 53-year-old. Ligaments are shot, yeah, I've got bursas, I've got bad knees, dodgy hips, yeah. It's all in past is the, you know, the physique. So when I train, I don't train to absolute failure. I train to about 60%, if that, yeah. And believe it or not, you still keep muscles, yeah. That's what my channel's all about, yeah. It's about keeping these and making them better if I can. The only way I can make these better is through diet. They're not going to get any bigger because I don't train enough. I don't train that type of workout to get them bigger, yeah. So I don't train to failure, that's what I'm getting at. And like I've just said, the only way I'm going to get these looking better is the diet, right? So I don't want it too hard, but I don't want it too easy. That's what I'm trying to get at. So push these. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Now, how I get round it is by training different things all the time and never really getting good at all. So you'll see me do this one day, then another day you'll see me do power twisters, but I'm doing them today. Then you'll see me jump on bull workers, you'll see me do some calisthenics, you'll see me jump on rings and bands, then you'll see me jump on resistance bands and bars here. This is how I get round that, where you want to grow. I get round that by doing different things every time and never really be used to any of them, yeah. So it's always a shock to the body every time this workout comes round. It's a bit of a shock because I haven't done it for weeks, yeah. And when you train like that, it don't matter if you're old, it don't matter if you're injured, it's just a sensible way of training and you can still make those nice little gains, yeah. But they're not gains what you made when you were a youngster, yeah. We're not chasing that anymore, yeah. They're just looking good in a t-shirt, yeah. If you stand on one leg and close one eye. Right, so earlier on we did a similar exercise to this where we held it in a tricep and pulled up there, yeah. This is different. You hold the position there and then you push down with the tricep. So it's a tricep exercise. So hold there, don't move that arm and just move that one. Ten, and we swap. So hold it there and then push down with this tricep. Nine, 10. If you hold it away from your body and keep pulling up that way as you push down, brings a lot of shoulder and bicep into it as well. Right, this is my absolute favourite all-time exercise with a weighted super strength builder. It just requires a lot of coordination and wrist strength. Yeah, you can't just push it and leave it at that. You have to hold the machine steady. It's wanting to flip sideways all the time. So it just makes the exercise train a lot more of your upper body than what you think. So you hold your right arm stiff, left arm up, and you push down into there. Now, if you hold it against your body, it makes it easy. If you hold it away from your body, it makes it really hard. So I'm going to hold it away from your body. Six, 7, 8. Can you see it shaking from side to side? My wrists are stopping that. If you don't really grab onto it, it'll flick. That's 10. Yeah. Now swap sides. So this arm now becomes a rigid arm. This arm does the pushing. Six. 4 more, nearly lost it then. 4 more, come on. 1, 2, 3. 4, yeah. That exercise really does sort out the men from the boys, yeah. Especially when you've got rotator cuff issues. You can feel all the strain inside those tiny rotators. Try to hold it from twisting, yeah. That is the best exercise on this chart, yeah. And I'll show you the chart. It's really old. And the bloke that's on there is Surgeon Oubre, yeah. If anybody ever watched Pumping Iron, there was a fella They were against Arnold. He supposedly came third, but that was Serge Nubret, yeah. And he did this poster. It's a brilliant workout. Right, so I'm going to try the same thing with this, but it's not the same piece of kit, and it doesn't have that same, with it being springs and they try to force you back all the time, yeah. Because with this you just push it down, and when it's going, yeah. But with springs, they're constantly pulling back on you, and you get a completely different feeling when you train with springs, yeah. So this won't be as hard. So basically it's all with this hand and push, and straight away it's not. It's not the same exercise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still good though, still nice. 7, 8, 9, 10. Swap hands. Hold with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What I like about exercises like this in particular, yeah, you're training all sorts of different body parts that you don't even know you're training. You're training this bicep, you're training the wrist, you're training inner chest, you're training delts, you're training this forearm, yeah. You're training literally everything, even when you get to that position, you're training this lat, yeah. And then when you bent down, crushing down, you're training your obliques and also your abs, yeah. And then, because you're planting yourself on floor as well and moving, you're training legs and calves, everything. That's what I like about these pieces of kit. Now, I used to be an avid weight trainer, but when you stood there static and you're just curling a bar from A to B, you're training biceps. There's a massive difference when you're using multifunctional machines like this, and I just wish I'd have stuck to them when I was younger, yeah. And I won't be in this position now with bursars and problematic shoulders, yeah. Because ego can't take over on these pieces of kit. You can either do them or you can't. And the exercises are formatted in such a way that you just can't go overboard with it. It's a bit like bodyweight calisthenics. You can't go overboard with them either. You can either do them or you can't. But whereas weights, it's all about being static and generating a lot of strength from floor while being static. And it's a dangerous thing to do, yeah. I wish somebody had tapped me on the shoulder when I was that kid that walked in gym and told me just how dangerous weight training was. You know, if they'd have shown me what I'd end up like in 40 years, I wouldn't have done it. Even though I loved it that much and I still love it, I wouldn't have trained with weights. Right, so now we're moving on to power twist, and we'll start on with little 40 pounder, yeah. Have it upside down and squeeze in. Five with diddies. Then we're going to jump on to the cherries, the favourite. Do rest with ease. 1, 2. This is heavier, but it feels lighter because it's longer. And then that's 5 of them, and then I'm going to jump on to this one. This is, actually I've picked wrong one up. This is 40. Should have started on this one. Get that in right order next time. Next exercise. Start with a little 40 pounder. Get it behind me and push it there, yeah. Does that remind anybody of anything, yeah? Look at it like that, yeah. And then, remember this one? Yep, same exercise. So off we go. Five, Let's get the titties, because it's my favourite. Five of them. Go for 50 pounder. Is it 50 pound or 50 kilograms? I'll just double check. kg, 50 kg. I have to check, I'm blind as a bat. I don't know why I don't put my glasses on. Right, 50 kg, 5 of these. So now we've got it in front. So that way, squeeze. Five. Get the titties. Five of them. Get the 50 kg out. It's actually 60 this. Five of them. Probably gonna regret this, but I'll get this one out. So this is 80 kg. Yeah, 80 kg this. Three. So that's an improvement for me, yeah. I remember when I first got this, I've got a video as well, I couldn't squeeze this, yeah. And it was because of damaging shoulder and weak wrists, yeah. So the training, even though I hardly use these pieces of kit, muscle is building memory. And it's remembering them and it's being able to do them, yeah. Slow it down a bit. The reason I slowed it down, so there's no momentum and it really makes you twist them wrists, yeah. These are really good for strengthening forearms and wrists, and they're really good for building tendon strength. And I've said it before, I wish somebody had told me about pure tendon strength when I was younger, because it's alright having muscles, they look the part, but you're not truly strong unless your tendons are strong and your joints, yeah. And this is why I'm so injured, because we train heavy, we load that bar up, don't we, when we're doing bench press, 3 plates on each side, and we think we're King Kong, don't we? But we're only training the muscles in his chest, and we're putting the ligaments and tendons under enormous amounts of stress because they just can't catch up. Whereas with these pieces of kit, if your tendons can't do them, you can't do them. So your tendons have to strengthen up first before you can do this. And if you haven't got strong tendons, it just won't happen. Yeah, and that's what I realised when I picked these pieces of kit up. They're fantastic. Right, next exercise. So do you remember this one? Yep. This is very similar. So we'll start with 40. Do 5. Jump to the terrace. 5. Jump to the 60 kilos. This is 60. I used to think it was 50, but if you look at springs, that's 40. They nearly double them. So there's one missing, which is 50. There's 60. I wish I'd have got the 50, but don't need it. have a little breather and swap arms, that's out that. Off we go. Get a good grip. Five. Get the cherries out, get a good grip. Grip's important on these, you don't want it leaving your hand here. Five. I'm going to struggle on this one just because of the shoulder. I can tell 60 kilos. Get a good grip. And I can't do it. The shoulder, it won't do it. This is what I mentioned about tendon strength. The tendon strength isn't in that shoulder because the power of the spring twists your shoulder round, and this ain't strong enough to resist that twist, and it really hurts. I'm just going to give it 5 seconds. I'm going to give it a go. Because a lot of sick mind, as soon as you get a little twinge, you kind of want to give in. I'm trying to get over that, but I won't injure myself. If I can't do it, I can't do it. Right. Five. Wow. That was really difficult, that one, yeah, just simply because this side had to take over a lot to compensate for this weak side, yeah. Took a lot out of me. Still did it though, and I'm not injured, so that's good. This next exercise is a very interesting exercise. It's basically you have your hands over top, knuckles facing ceiling, and you squeeze them together like that, yeah. So this goes downwards. There is a tendency to let it rest on your body. Try not to do that because it makes it easier. Try and keep it away from your body. And more importantly, try and keep it away from your face, because if you lose it, it'll eat your face. So when you come down, go to there. See, it's already wanting to go in body because of weaknesses. So let's go. Keep it away. Ah. 5 of them. Let's do 5 with Terry, see how we handle that. This Terry's power spring is probably as old as I am. Yeah, they came out in the 70s. If you look how bent it is, it's had some real hammer. When I bought this off eBay though, it was straight, it had never been used. Straight out of box it was an absolute find. What makes that harder than the other one is the length of the terrace. It puts your arms higher, so it makes that exercise a lot harder even though it's longer. It makes it harder. Right, so let's see what this 50 kilos looks like. I might not be able to do it. 60 kilos, keep saying 50, it's 60. Whoa, that hurts. 3. 4. 5. Ooh. As you get tired, you realise what it trains. It trains biceps, but right at bottom, that bottom bit there, it trains your inner shoulder cuffs. It trains this little muscle where that gap is there. That's what's damaged on me, by the way, so I struggle on that. It trains a lot of wrist, a lot of forearms. It trains upper chest, and it even trains your traps and a bit of lats. It's a very, very good all-round exercise, that. Next exercise. So, up in air, squeeze the thing. 5. That trains a lot of rotator cuff, yeah, because you've got to have the strength in the rotators to twist it in, and if you've got no strength in rotators it won't twist in. So it's not using muscles as in A to B exercises, it's twisting and it's using all the internals, which is why I struggle with them, because my internals are damaged. Now, I said this earlier in the video and I'll say it again, if I'd have used this piece of kit more when I was younger, I wouldn't be damaged here, yeah, because it'd have been strong as an ox. The tendons in there and all the small rotators would have been indestructible, yeah. And this is where these pieces of kit were worth the weight in gold. But when gyms came into fashion, these went in wardrobes and in sheds and in lofts, unfortunately. They need to come back out, people, yeah, because they're brilliant. Right. And if you want to train into your old age, this is the way forward, I'm afraid. 5. Let's see if I can do that 60 kilos. I am quite worn out now, yeah. That is a very, very intense workout, yeah. And you don't need to do reps and sets after sets, yeah. Just do the sheet, do the whole thing, and it's a good workout. Right, let's go. Three. Have you noticed now my arms are getting benter? It's because I'm tired. Try and get them straight. Oh, it's not happening. 5. Whoo! Oh. Before I go, I'm just going to do one more of them for ones, see where I can get to on springs. Right, so let go. 40. Teddies. 60. 80. 100. Already, my mind's gone, I can't do it, so I probably won't do it. Come on, boy. Not happening, not tonight. Too much pain, yeah. Right, I'm going to do a kilo 20. I have done that before actually, once. Yeah, but it's just a lot of damage in history. Sorry, just a lot of damage and injuries. And my head's going, can I've got this. Nah, it's got me. It's got me. And I'll just show you this. This is the 70 kilogram gold. Yeah. Now, this feels even heavier than that 100, just because it's better quality, yeah, and I can't even crack that. And I've seen people that can. It's the crack on this that's just unbelievable, but it needs loads of wrist strength, yeah, and that's what I'm training up for. Training up for wrist strength to be able to crack this 70, yeah. It's easy once you crack the initial crack, but it's hard to break it. Right, enjoyed that. Nice little pump here. This is what I like about training at home, yeah. You get these because you're forever squeezing or pulling on chest expanders. Yeah, you don't tend to be able to develop there with weights. Yeah, there's just something about pushing against springs that develop all this. So in a couple of years I'll look like Popeye. I'll have little tiny arms and big forearms, yeah, but I won't be bothered because I just wear long t-shirts and like puffer jacket, yeah, cut off here so you can just see that. Yeah. Right, so I'm on to kilo 20 now. Kilo 20, as you know, is going to be bread and butter of these workouts, yeah, simply because it trains all the body. And I'm in the process of perfecting the kilo 20 to elite level. So I've done kilo 20 to time, did all the exercises to time. Now I've got to train hard enough to do all the exercises to time, but like a professional, so with no mistakes whatsoever. That is impossible, yeah, so I've got to work it and train it. So I'm going to start off with 3s, just one round of threes, but do everything correctly, and I'm going to build from that. So off we go. We've got to go to toe squats. So right on the toes, tense the calves, tense the glutes and quads, and do the knee bends right down so we touch the legs. Touch in there, yeah? No space, no gap in there. 1. Right eye on the heels. 2. 3. What I'm trying to build is muscle memory. So the muscles know where they've got to go and train that to perfection. And then once the muscle memory is installed, then we can start doing it to time. But we won't be making any mistakes. So chin-ups. This is where I'm really going to struggle. Yeah, I'm going to try it without straps. I'm going to try the knee bent version. But we've got to get that chin up at bar. Now you can't see that so good on that camera, but it will happen. Wow, very difficult for me that, absolutely difficult. In fact, it's that difficult, I can't ever see that I'm going to do 10 of them. But if I keep training like that, it'll happen. Right, Navy SEALs, squat right down, yeah, right down, and then go into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Squat again, 10. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Now, lunges. Solid lunges, yeah. 1. Squeeze. 2. 3. Now real pike push-ups. On the toes, backside in the air, yeah? Ears aligned with shoulders and press down over your arms to there. Keep the backside in there. Keep on your toes. 1. On your toes. 2. 3. They're so difficult, it's unbelievable. Yeah, I've got a long way to go to hit the elite standard, but I'm not bothered. That's all part of the training, yeah. 1. Nice angle. 2. Big tense at top. 3. 4. The feet should come together. 5. And you should also tense the glutes at the top. 6. 6 count burpees, full squat down, full press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a big thrust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's done. Yeah, Elite Killer 20 in training as we speak. So I'm going to do the threes for a while till it's easy. And then when that's easy, I'm going to do 4s. I'm going to do that till it's easy. And then when that's easy, I'm going to do 5s. And that's exactly how I'm going to build this elite level up here. I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush. Yeah, I don't want to rush it and ruin it. I want to do everything absolutely bang on. Yeah. And then by the time I can do the Killer 20 to time, it's elite. Yeah, you look like a machine when you're doing it. Yeah, that's the aim of the game. So I need to shed a few years. But anyway, that's a workout, that's a wrap. Nice little pump for what? 40 minutes work. yeah. And I don't feel like I've trained really, even though I've trained really, really hard, yeah. I'll feel it in the morning. Anyway, in the meantime, I'm going to have a rest. But you lot, keep training.